You surely know Ethan Klein, right? After all, he's the founder and main face of the famous YouTube channel H3H3 Productions, sometimes appearing together with his wife, Hyla Klein. They created the channel in 2011, and shortly after their second channel, H3 Podcast, Ethan and Hyla directly took advantage of the back then very popular reaction trend, and the channel grew rapidly within a very short time. The video concept was mostly the same. They would play a clip and add some snarky commentary and funny skits. Basically, it was always about making fun of other content creators. The channel finally hit it big in 2016 with the video Vape Nation, which is by far the most viewed video of H3H3 Productions, with more than 28 million views to date. In the video, they ridiculed the vaping hype of the time by having Ethan dress up as a typical vapor, with psychedelic sunglasses, a marijuana-patterned headscarf, and the infamous socks and sandals combo. In the process, he interacted with numerous New Yorkers without breaking character. 2016 was also the first year that H3H3 Productions was involved in its first feud, with YouTuber Leafy is Here, who was a former friend of Ethan Klein. In March 2016, Leafy is Here uploaded a video in which he mocked the autistic YouTuber Tommy NC 2010. Tommy NC 2010 then published a video shortly afterwards in which he announced that Leafy is Here fans were sending him death threats. Klein's reaction? He uploaded a video condemning Leafy is Here. Leafy is Here fans then also went after Klein, calling him a backstabber because he and Leafy used to be friends. A few weeks later, the next thing came. Ethan Klein announced that he had been sued by YouTuber Matt Hoizenzeta. The reason? Matt accused him of infringing American copyright law with a reaction video of H3H3 to one of his videos. Klein, however, received a lot of support from other YouTubers. Philip DeFranco even opened a GoFundMe for the legal costs, and Keemstar and Leafy is Here, among others, donated. So did video game designer Gary Newman. H3H3 Productions won the lawsuit in the end. In the years after, many more controversies followed. In 2016, H3H3 Productions accused the two gaming YouTubers Pro Syndicate and Team RTN of running an illegal gambling business in CSGO. In 2017, Ethan and Hyla eventually criticized PewDiePie for using the N-word in one of his gaming live streams. PewDiePie's fans then went after Klein, emphasizing that Klein was a hypocrite since he used the N-word in one of his podcasts as well. Klein's reacted by ranting about PewDiePie and many other YouTubers apparently drunk in one of his podcasts. Over time, Klein got into fights with more and more YouTubers. That led to many YouTubers making videos about H3H3 Productions starting in 2018. One of the most famous of them is the video The Death of H3H3 Productions, Video Vigilante by Gokanaru. Unfortunately, the video has since been deleted. In it, he said Klein was arrogant, treated his podcast guests like dirt, and that he was extremely cynical and money-grubbing. This video played a major role in many of Klein's fans turning their backs on H3H3 Productions. Klein apologized and admitted that the success has changed him. But in 2019, H3H3 Productions simply continued as before. In the video, Instagram versus Reality, he criticized heavily edited social media photos and, above all, dealt countless side blows against YouTuber Trisha Paytas. Paytas responded with the video H3H3 is harming young girls and called him a bully and disgusting. She also advised Hyla to break up with Ethan immediately. The whole thing went back and forth a few times until Paytas finally appeared on a podcast of H3H3. There, the two ended their feud. The whole thing got even crazier. Shortly after, Paytas dated Hyla's brother, Moses Hackman. Ethan Klein then had another feud with Keemstar in 2020, accused James Charles of copying a design from his wife Hyla's fashion collection, and launched the podcast Frenemies with Trisha Paytas. The two feuded again in 2021, however, and the podcast has been history ever since. Since then, YouTube's H3 podcast channel has also been temporarily banned several times. Among other things, because Ethan criticized Keemstar for having a 19-year-old as a girlfriend. This reignited the feud between the two. Ethan was firmly convinced that Keemstar was responsible for the suspension. Whether this is true is not known to this day. The last video on the channel, H3H3 Productions, was released over 2 years ago. However, new videos still appear on H3 Podcast. Nevertheless, after all the scandals, H3H3 is simply nowhere near as popular and well-known as it used to be. Will this change again in the future? Well, we're certainly curious. That's it again for today. If you liked our video, share it with your friends.